This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
An environmentally friendly product is something most consumers say they want, which is sometimes an issue when they think of beef and how it is produced. Elliot Dennis, Nebraska Extension Livestock Marketing and Risk Management Specialist.
When we're talking about it, we all know that we produce cattle, but ultimately we produce cattle that turns into beef that consumers eat. And so when we talk about that, we want to make sure we're raising cattle that have attributes that consumers are willing to pay for at the market. And when we talk about that, we're talking mainly about taste and freshness, and that a lot has to do with our marbling and the genetics. And so always keeping that in mind, even though there's a lot of these concerns about environment and animal welfare, when people actually value that, they actually value convenience of going to the store 4 times is more important than the environmental impact or the animal welfare. So
Dennis says inflation is hitting everyone, and what they can pay will affect beef consumption.
And so when we're talking about a higher inflationary environment, really the last year or so, consumers hadn't been adjusting their spending habits. Really starting in June, we started to see people really start to change their spending patterns from buying smaller packets to buying fewer items, and even a little bit of switching between products. So when we talk about potential pitfalls for the beef industry moving forward, I think that inflation, that consumer income that they have to purchase beef is really going to be the largest factor.
With beef not the only cuts Americans might make if inflation continues.